Mr. Lim Biow Chuan.
Sir, can I take both cards together?
Yes, please.
Sir, for the past few years, 2014, 2015, 2020, I urged MND to review the policy of not allowing singles to rent flats on their own. The reason is that some of these tenants may be elderly singles who, due to their age or behavior, just cannot get along with another person in the same flat. Others may be Singaporeans who had married a foreign spouse but cannot rent a flat due to the foreign nationality of their spouse. And then there are also divorcees who had to sell the flat after the divorce but cannot rent a flat because they do not have custody, care, and control of the children. During a COVID-19 pandemic, when two singles who may be strangers to each other and they are required to share a small space with each other, it does pose a huge stress point for both occupants. Their living environment would not be comfortable, and they may have certain ingrained habits which make it difficult for them to adapt to living with each other. They have different standards of hygiene, different habits or medical conditions, and this may result in frequent quarrels. There may also be occasions when one of the occupants may just then shift out and sleep in the void deck. There was a survey done a year ago where 15% of the homeless interviewed say that they are registered tenant in a public rental flat, but they had problems getting along with the co-tenant, and hence they moved out and live in a void deck. So I want to repeat my appeal to ask the government to consider allowing singles to rent a one-room HDB flat in exceptional circumstances. We should always encourage families to stay together, but on a case-by-case basis, allow singles to rent a one-room flat. While it may be costly to allow a heavily subsidized flat to be rented to such singles, the government can show compassion for singles who are truly in need. I also urge the government to consider having slightly bigger rental flats for families which may be larger. For example, if you have a couple with 3 or even 4 children, they will find a squeeze to have to stay within a 2-room flat. Basically, a 2-room flat would be a single bedroom with hall. So there will be only 1 bedroom for the parents, and the children, whether it's 3 or 4 of them, they will all have to sleep in the living room. So I urge the HDB to review the policy of only having 1 to 2 room rental flats and allow larger rental flats for family which are larger. Next card. So COVID-19 has changed the way we live, work, and play. Many residents have to spend more time at home because of the work from home policy. This has created more tension within the neighborhood and the HDB estate because the working adult who is used to work in an aircon office may not be used to the home living environment. There's more noise, there's possibly cigarette smoke from neighbors, and sometimes you may face unhygienic droppings from pigeons or cats. Over the past months, I have received more complaints from residents about noise from their neighbors, about smokers who smoke outside their windows and the smoke drift into their flat, about pigeon and cat droppings. The silver lining, sir, is that we get to spend more time with our families at home, and we are in closer proximity with our neighbors more than ever. This is really a good opportunity to encourage residents to get to know our neighbors better, foster a sense of ownership for the shared living environment. During COVID-19 circuit breaker, some neighbors had set up a WhatsApp chat group so that they can order food together to enjoy economies of scale. The question is whether we can tap on this source of neighborly friendship to look out for one another. May I ask, what else can MSO do to encourage community ownership and good neighborliness so that we can live harmoniously with each other? In that way, we can develop more mutual respect and understanding with our neighbors.